that Nathan is sad. I guess maybe only half the onion is bad. I don't know. I bought it 3 weeks ago. Shouldn't it last longer than that? I'm gonna say the rest of this looks fairly safe. So a couple of days ago, I read through the diary entries that I wrote when I was 16 years old. That was when I started journaling. And that was really interesting. Like, I'm really glad that I was journaling back then, because now I can sort of dive back into that and remember what I was like back in 10th grade, which is so cool. It's kind of strange to compare the things I was worried about then with the things I was worried about now, and sort of see how some of my philosophical opinions about existence and stuff were beginning to emerge, and how now some of the stuff that I was really trying to fix or like get control of in my life are actually sort of under control now. It's crazy. But then there are other parts of my life where I'm like, hey, maybe I should try being more like my 16-year-old self in certain ways. And it's really interesting. If you haven't started a journal yet, I recommend you do, because you'll probably find it really interesting when you get old enough to look back on it again. I'm about to go to orchestra rehearsal, but before I do, last night my sister watched some of my vlogs, I think for the first time. So, hi Emily. That was the sister that you met at the Super Bowl party, Emily. I think you'll meet her soon. She said she might record some of my concert on Saturday, so I'm sure she'll take the time to introduce herself properly. But anyway, she was watching my videos, and she left a comment that made me realize that I never actually told you. I found the toaster. We have a toaster. I just didn't realize it at the time, because I was looking over here, you know, on the counter. And actually, the toaster is hiding over here among all the food. So, very effective camouflage, as it turns out. If you're a toaster, just hang out with the food. Nobody will ever be any the wiser. I guess in order to put anything in here, you kind of have to pull it out, and then when it pops up, it hits against the, I don't know. Anyway, there's the toaster. We have one. I went downtown tonight for a job interview. Finally, right? It was with a company called eSpark Learning. It was good to get out of Hyde Park, and it was good to have another on-site interview, because I haven't done many of those, so I can use all the practice I can get, etc., etc., etc. This is what I wore to the interview. So now, there's a ballroom dancing event that same guy that hosted Fashing on Saturday, he does a Mardi Gras thing where some friends get together to do ballroom dancing until the stroke of midnight on the Mardi Gras, and then Lent starts and they have to stop and then they all go home, and it's all very ceremonial. In some level, I kind of wish I were doing homework instead, but at the same time, I'm not going to really remember doing homework after this. I'm not going to talk about that, but I will probably remember this strange time I went ballroom dancing on Mardi Gras.